Hi and welcome to this Casambi tutorial. This session covers time-based scenes. Using time-based scenes, you can activate different lighting scenarios at different times of day, but only when needed. This is useful for controlling lighting in areas that have random use. Don't confuse a time-based scene with a timer. Unlike a timer, which activates regularly at a specific time, a time-based scene will only activate if it's triggered. This can be through manual activation by selecting the scene from the app, or by using a switch or sensor to trigger it. This only when required functionality ensures different lighting scenarios are only used if necessary. An example of the use of a time-based scene might be corridor lighting in a hotel. Corridor use is random, so the lighting isn't required to be on constantly. If the corridor is used during the day, the lights may be required to be set to full level, but in the evening another scenario may be desired. When sensors in the corridor detect movement, the time-based scene is activated and ensures the desired lighting conditions required for that specific time of day are realised. A time-based scene first needs to have basic scenes created for each different condition required. A condition is a lighting scenario to be reproduced, but only if the time-based scene is activated during the active period of the condition. A minimum of 2 conditions are needed. Set when the active period for the first condition will start. Configure from days of the week, time, or select based on sunrise and sunset if you've got location enabled. Set a fade time for the scene you wish to activate. This will determine how long it takes for the scene to fade in if the time-based scene is triggered during the time period in which the condition applies. Then select the scene to activate. You can also change the dimmed level of the scene by tapping the 3 lines next to the scene name. But remember that any dimmed level you set will be relative to the dimmed level set for the original scene. Carry out the same process for the next condition. If you wish to add more conditions, just select Add a Condition. The scene name, icon and its colour can be set, and the time-based scene can also be hidden from the Scenes tab user view if needed. A time-based scene can easily be recognised in the Scenes tab by a small clock symbol in the top of the main scene icon. The lighting scenario defined in the conditions will be recalled if the time-based scene is triggered at any random time between the start time of the first condition and the start time of the next condition. If the time-based scene is active when the time period for the next condition becomes valid, the new scene will automatically fade in. It's possible to have multiple scenes selected as part of one condition, but those scenes must contain totally different luminaires from each other to avoid the undesired operation that may result from a luminaire receiving conflicting commands simultaneously. It's also important to remember that a non-repeating animation scene can't be used as part of a time-based scene, as it will only activate once when the time-based scene is initially triggered. Subsequent activation of the time-based scene doesn't reset and reactivate the animation. Once again, it's important to remember that no scene will activate without something else being used to trigger it. Further information can be found from our support website and in our app user guide. You can also sign up for our free online training courses on our website. Thanks for watching.